Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello! Welcome! I have returned to playing War of the Tanks after an inordinate amount of time with no internet. I haven't been pooped on for a week! A whole week! But now I'm back in War of the Tanks and yeesh! The sky can rain down on my face. In any case, this right here is the first game that I played coming back after a week's break, so bear that in mind. I said to Jodek, hey, I want to test if my connection's okay, I want to test latency on the new internet box, I want to see if everything's okay, I won't stream, I'll just play with you and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll suck at the game. So, where's my mic going? Okay, yeah, sorry about that, yeah. First game back in War of the Tanks, and you may or may not have noticed that I bought myself a new toy. I got the T-30, semi-inspired by Quickie Baby's latest When You Play on it. But I thought to myself, well, my line up to the T110 E3 took me past this monster of a TD, so I thought, hell, it's about time I got up my ass and got this vehicle. Let me just adjust the volume of War of the Tanks quickly, because it seems a bit loud. There we go, okay. And so, yeah, I am playing it fully upgraded on the first game, as is. I don't play stock tanks. Okay. This is going to be a gameplay review. I'll just be keeping up with the gameplay and covering my decisions and why I make them. And one thing I wanted to cover also was a lot of you. I checked the replays site, and a great many of you have sent in some replays. So what I'm thinking of doing is in the next week, I will aim to have one stream highlight up on the YouTube channel and one commentary game of one of your games that you've sent in. Whatever that may be, I will try and get a commentary up on one of them each day for the coming week. So let me know your thoughts on that. And we're just about to get into the battle here. First game in the T-30, first game back in a week. Let's see what we can do. Jodek is already up there in his pattern using his 10 degrees of gun depression to harass the hell out of the opponents. And I'm looking at his victory and thinking, well, he's in a bit of a sticky situation. Perhaps I can help with that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And there we go, christening that 155mm gun into the tier 10 French heavy tank, and Jodek does not need help with that IS-20, so I turn my attention to these guys who are still caught in the centre. And look at this gun depression. This tank is just lovely, and that was pretty lucky to pick up that T-44 with that kill. It's a shame I wasn't recording this game actually, as there was quite a bit of banter between me and Jodek, because obviously we've not played together for a week. So War of the Tanks has missed out on a lot of manliness, and you have missed out on witnessing my dystonia costing me shots like that. I try and shoot down on the upper plate of the IS-7 as it is angled poorly, and we're gonna do it again here. He's angling it downwards, and I'm just looking for the best angle. Shooting at the lower plate, and that angle would most likely not penetrate due to the poor angle the shell would hit at. So upper plate is actually the right play in that situation. And so 2 shots, 2 kills, 1,337 damage, and Jodek is YOLOing off ahead. He's seeing if he can deal with the guys who are still garrison door, if you like, camping on the 1-2 line like that T-28 and T-34. Meanwhile, I am going to see what I can do about this T-10 who was last spotted in this location. And I'm checking on Jodek to see how he's doing. And at this moment in time, the T-10 is only aware that there's a Reaper pattern there, but he doesn't. It's odd, he really didn't seem that bothered when he realised that actually there's a T-30 over this corner. Now it's focusing the pattern, so I want to share health if possible, so I try and get in front of the pattern, see if I can enable him to go hold down. I wanted to take the shell for him, which could have been the wrong play looking back at it. I mean, Hell, I love to be kind. There's my dystonia again. I'm a team player. It's just how I play the game. But looking at it objectively, that pattern is really not the most important tank, and probably not something I should be losing health for on my tier 9 tank destroyer. But here we are in a lovely situation, hold down, and we're going to show this T-28 what he's got to look forward to. He donks the shell and we place one straight in the turret cheeks. 806 damage, our first high roll of the game actually. And whether I got this mod 1 out on the flanks, I don't want to expose myself too much, but we do have to hurry up here as our 9-0 line is falling to the superior force that the enemy have over there. We pick up the T-28. He may have over 200mm of front armor, but when you're blessed with 276mm of pen, that does not seem like that much of a problem to overcome. I'm starting to head back to base. This was an odd game for us. That's a lucky shot into the beginning of that mod 1. I did get quite... This gun was very forgiving to me. I don't know whether it will start to troll me sooner or later, but I played quite a few games in T-30 with JDEG offline, and the gun seems pretty consistent for me, and I don't have a remarkable crew or anything. Now, this game is getting tight. We're about equal, 8-7. The health on tanks does swing it our way. Our Jagdpanzer is about to get just nicked by that T-49. Slowly but surely would be the way he goes down, I guess. But it all depends on how much health this E100 and ST1 are on. That will really sway the tides of battle at this point. But myself and JDEG, who are both pretty damn healthy. Oh, well, no, JDEG's been beaten up a bit, but I'm on full health. So I'm heading back to base because I know that there's a lovely position that I can use to go hold down against my enemies and defend the base, while JDEG uses his mobility and gun depression to work around, see what he can do with his DPM. And perfectly aimed shot on the T-49, yeah, T-49. I forgot about that one. Me saying the gun doesn't troll me, but that was a shot I would not expect to miss. And T-49 decides he's going to get out again. I'm not going to let him get away without putting another shell into him, leaving him on 16 health as he tries to worm his way across the gap there. 10-10 now. The enemy securing 2 kills, our pattern and our OHO. And T-28 bounces off the IS-7, but the IS-7 returns his shell, and we get to take our time with this one into lower plate. Now, we're missing an ST1 and an E100, so... Oh yeah, I remember what happens here. JDEG is engaged in a hell of a fight against this T-54 over there, and so I'm looking over there to see if I can help him. Then I think, should I go with this T-28? But then I aim on that corner. Now, let's talk about this, because this is really quite a good thing to cover. We do not need 2 people going for that T-49. All that does is it means we're more likely to be outflanked from here and more likely to have a problem. What we don't want, especially in a tank as unversatile, as unadaptable as the T-28 and T-30, what we absolutely do not want to happen is to have tanks on multiple sides. If this T-49 worms his way out or gets past us and we're here, then all he treats then, we've got tanks up behind us, we've got an ST1 here, we've got an E100 on the other side. That is going to be incredibly difficult. So, knowing that the T-28 is going to push up, and we've anticipated all engagements. This T-28 is spotted. I know that someone's going to try and outflank him there or there, and so I'm going to let him push, because if the T-49 outflanks him, I can come around and shoot him, but I don't overcommit, and I'm prepared for the outcome if anyone does try and get behind this T-28. And I'm informing JDEG that I do have a shot helping him out in the combat, and we secure the T-54, lovely shell. And there's the ST1 that we were expecting. His 3.4 second aim time does not suffice, and JDEG is roaming in to see what he can do about the E100. I'm just laughing because of what's about to happen. But let play at the SD1 and then just keep an eye on this T-49. Just wait. When did it happen? I missed it. No, I gotta go back. That was so damn funny when that happened. I gotta. Sorry, bear with. Okay, back. Come on, where are you? Hurry it up, water tanks. You're keeping my audience waiting. Yeah. Okay, so let's just keep an eye on this T-49, shall we? Because this is the thing. He gets himself stuck in a hole. And
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is destroyed.
he gets slammed to death by a T-28. That is just so damn funny to me.
Enemy armor is hit.
In the T-49. And good times. Okay, so this SD1 doesn't seem bothered by the fact that there's T-30 up his ass. Maybe that would bother him a bit more. But another shell into him, and I'm hungering after my Top Gun at this point, and T-28 is doing handstands. And I'm informing JDEG that I can get a Top Gun, and so JDEG, of course, steals the kill while yelling "Kill Steal" in a very excited and unmanly way. There's 2 seconds left on the cap, and guess what, Mr. Dig? I'm about to reload. Hello, you kill-stealing bitch. I don't even. Okay, whatever. Oh, jeez. Well, gentlemen, I will do a print screen right now of the post-battle results due to the fact that the XFEM glitched out. You can't actually see how much damage we did, but that was an ace tanker. First game in T-30 and first game back. I think we can safely say, I'm back, bitches! That's sounding ridiculously arrogant, but I'm happy to be back, gentlemen. I'm happy to be bringing you content once again, so do blabber incoherently. Leave a like on the video if you can. It really does help me out and encourages me to keep making content and keep playing the game. So, until next time, ladies and gents, farewell.
What? How is that a thing? Now I can focus on my gameplay. Headache! I will...
Violated number 1 rule.
Oh, there he is.
He's camping.
Get him!